What if I told you that correction isn't cruelty, but rather love in action? Yes, you heard that right. Love doesn't always come in the form of hugs and praises. Sometimes it takes on the shape of correction, setting clear boundaries, teaching our children the consequences of their actions. This might sound a bit harsh, but think about it. When we allow our children to understand the cause and effect of their actions, we equip them with the tools to navigate life's complexities. We're not just raising children, we're raising future adults. There's a verse in Proverbs that resonates with this concept. It goes, "Because the Lord corrects those he loves." It's a guiding principle. Love is not just about indulgence, it's also about guidance and correction. So remember, it's not about punishing, but about guiding them towards a path of responsibility and empathy. So how do we set a consequence without resorting to yelling or guilt? Let's ask the experts. The consensus among child development experts is clear. The key to effective discipline lies in setting clear, consistent boundaries. Children need to know what's expected of them, and that there are consequences for crossing those boundaries. The experts emphasize the importance of following through with these consequences. If you say something is going to happen if a rule is broken, make sure it does. This consistency helps children understand the cause and effect relationship between their actions and consequences. But it's not just about setting boundaries and consequences. Experts also advise explaining the reasons behind the rules to children. This helps them understand that rules aren't arbitrary, but are there to guide and protect them. For example, you don't touch the stove because it's hot and it can hurt you, not because we just say so. Communication and understanding are vital in this process. It's important to have open dialogues with your children about the rules and consequences. Listen to their thoughts and feelings and respond with empathy. This will help them feel heard and understood, which can make them more receptive to the rules and consequences. Remember, it's not about punishing them, but teaching them to understand the consequences of their actions. The goal of discipline is to guide children towards making better choices, not to make them feel bad about themselves. You can discipline with love, hold boundaries with grace, and still be the soft place they fall. Let's dive into some practical tips on how to discipline with love. First up, setting clear expectations. Just as you might lay out a roadmap for a journey, so too should you chart a clear course for your child. This involves defining acceptable behaviors and consequences for deviating from these norms. But remember, this isn't a rigid rule book. It's a living, breathing guide that evolves as your child grows. Next, consider using natural consequences. If your child refuses to wear a coat on a cold day, they'll quickly learn why you suggested it. This method allows them to learn from their own experiences, fostering a sense of responsibility and independence. However, it's crucial not to use this approach for situations that could put them in harm's way. Your role as a parent is to provide safety and security, after all. Maintaining open communication is another key aspect. Encourage your child to express their feelings and thoughts about the consequences of their actions. This dialogue can lead to greater understanding and empathy on both sides. And through it all, don't forget to show love and understanding. Even when they make mistakes, let them know that they're loved. Let them know that correction doesn't mean rejection. It's simply a way to guide them towards becoming the best version of themselves. With these tips in mind, you can create a loving and understanding environment where your child can learn and grow. But what does it mean to hold boundaries with grace? This is more than just a catchy phrase. It's a philosophy that can shape the way we parent our children. It's about setting limits and expectations, but doing so with understanding and compassion. It's about being firm, but never harsh. This approach is steeped in respect for your child as an individual, and respect for their journey of learning and growth. It's about acknowledging that mistakes are part of the process and that every misstep is a chance to learn. And above all, it's about love. Love that is patient, love that is kind, love that does not keep a record of wrongs, but guides gently and consistently towards the right path. This kind of love isn't just about feeling, it's about action. It's about showing up for your children every day and every moment. Remember, you can discipline with love, hold boundaries with grace, and still be the soft place they fall. That's the courage to correct.